Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can see, bit of a different setup. I'm actually in my car. I'm gonna go grab a Costa and we're gonna do the long-awaited Q&A video. It is honestly horrible out there. Like, I can't even begin to tell you how awful it is. I've not actually been through the drive-through in my car, so that's going to be an interesting experience. I don't know why, but I absolutely hate drive-throughs. Like, I'm so paranoid about my wheels. It's probably because it's so expensive. Like, I'm just completely paranoid. Like, I hate it. Oh, it's awful. Absolutely awful today. Like, go on then. I honestly hardly ever leave the house now, especially in my own car, because if we go anywhere, we go in Steve's car. I feel like I'm forgetting how to drive. It's 4th of December today, and obviously the lockdown in England has been lifted, which is unreal. I say it's unreal, like there's not much happening, to be fair. We are still in tier 2, so that basically means like you can't go out for meals or anything with your friends. Like you can only go with your household or your support bubble kind of thing. But at least the gyms are open, which is one good thing, because like I feel like I need to get back to the gym like properly. Like I've been doing body combat and stuff at home, but it's just not the same, is it, as like lifting weights and actually like working that way. But I don't know about you guys, but honestly, like December, it's just a write-off with me. Like when it comes to your diet and stuff, like it's honestly just a write-off. Don't know why. I can't stop eating. I mean, the lighting is doing me no favours today. Like, where's the sun at? There's so much traffic. Why are people out? Go home. I'm out. I swear to God, this is the first time I've actually filmed whilst driving. Who am I? And I can't like play my music because copyright. Stupid rules. The queue is massive. Camera just went flying. I don't actually know what to go for. Latte or hot chocolate? Latte or hot chocolate? I think I might just go for the latte actually. I best be good. Why is it so busy, hon? This is the winter menu.
Hi,
Hi, can I get a sugar-free almond latte, please? Yes, please.
Can I get anything else today?
Are you what, sorry?
Can I get you anything else today?
No, did I say sugar-free caramel?
You did, yeah.
Perfect. I always get like, we're paranoid. God. Got my Costa. Right. So, let's start with the Q&A. And I think I've curbed my alloy. And you know how I said about curb, oh my God, like, I hope I haven't. I really hope I haven't. I really want to go check, but it's raining. I'll check when I'm home. Be alright. Right, got all my questions here. I'll try and be quite brief with them. Like, I don't want this video to be like 10,000 hours long. Oh, good choice. Right, so question number 1 was, why did you choose a career in finance? So, like, to be honest, I don't know what it is. Like, I've always been very business minded, very business orientated from a very young age. Like, since I can remember, like, I was trying to do some, like, dodgy dealings, as you do when you're a child. I don't know, like, I've just always, I've loved money. Like, I've always been really good with money. Even when I was getting pocket money from my parents, like, I was always making sure, like, I was saving it and I was looking after it. So, I don't know, like, money was just always a part of my life, and it's just something that I've always enjoyed. And then because I started my career off at a bank, that just continued. So I guess, yeah, I don't know, like, I don't think there is any particular reason for it, apart from I've seen people struggle with money, and what I want to do is try and educate people so they avoid getting themselves into bother financially. And also because my ultimate goal is to have financial freedom, where I feel like I don't have to worry about, can you hear the rain? Like, where I'm going to get money from. Like, I just want financial freedom where I don't have to worry about that. Question number 2, how did you meet your boyfriend? So this is actually, like, not a funny story. Well, yeah, it is a bit of a funny story, more of an embarrassing story, to be honest. But me and Steve actually met in school. He was a year above me, and I kid you not, I was obsessed with the guy when I was in year 8 and he was in year 9. Like, I was obsessed with him. Like, me and my pals would go and follow him around the school, and I can't even believe that I'm like owning up to this on camera. Like, he knows this, obviously he knows this. Like, we did have like a fling back then, but it literally only lasted like 2 weeks or something. Like, it wasn't anything serious back then, but like I really liked him. And then like during the first lockdown, I decided, because I'd been single for like nearly 2 years at this point, so I decided to just like jump on Tinder just for a bit of a laugh, and we ended up matching on Tinder, and the rest is history. I didn't think after all this time like we'd have anything in common. Like, I didn't think anything was still there, if that makes sense. But honestly, like, as soon as we started talking, we just clicked, and yeah, like the banter was flowing, and as I say, the rest is history, and now we're together. Question number 3, what would you like your life to look like in 10 years time? Well, I've always said that I'm going to be a millionaire by the time I'm 30, so watch this space, it is going to happen. So that's about 5.5 years away. So I guess in 10 years time, obviously I'm going to be a millionaire. I want to have a different car for every day of the week, just because I love cars and it's what gives me joy, but it's what makes me happy. I'm hoping to have a family in like one sense or another. I'd reckon me and Steve will be married by then, and then maybe have a kid or two, but don't quote me on this. Ultimately, do you know something, right? Where I see myself in 10 years is obviously owning a number of different businesses. That's for one. I want to have a variety of businesses. Like, I don't just want to concentrate on one thing. To be honest, my ultimate goal is to become like a dragon, you know, on Dragon's Den, like where they invest in different businesses. Like, I want to be in that position. Like, I want to help others out when they've got a really good idea. I want to be able to invest in their business, obviously to get a return, but ultimately to allow them to follow their passion as well, because I am so passionate about entrepreneurs and people trying to make something of themselves. Like, I admire every single person that does that, because I know a lot of people like laugh at people like that until they become successful, and then they want to be like best pals. Doesn't work like that, huns. You're either my pal now or you're not. Do you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, so that's what I want to be. I want to be a dragon. Number 4 is, what are your 2021 goals? I'm actually gonna do a whole video because I do want to share them on this channel, just so I can then go back to it at the end of the year and actually review what I've achieved. It's gonna go up. I think it's actually New Year's Day that it's gonna go up. So yeah, watch this space, subscribe so you don't miss out. Number 5, this is a funny one, and I honestly, like, I get asked that quite a lot. So it's, how come you don't have a Polish accent? Honestly, I don't know. I moved here when I was 10, and I think it's because I learnt the language how people were speaking it. So like, I didn't learn the language like the way everybody else learns in terms of books and lessons and stuff like that. I actually learned it by being around English people and just listening to them and just mimicking how they were saying stuff. So with that, I just picked up the accent, and to be honest, wherever I go, I tend to pick up the accent very quickly. But see, if you ask me to do an accent, I'm shocking, so don't do that. Anyways, moving on. Number 6, what's your biggest achievement? I think at this stage in my life, I think there's probably 2 achievements that I would say are the biggest ones. And number 1 is obviously buying my house. I'm so happy that I managed to buy it when I did, because ultimately I see it as a very good investment. I've always wanted to invest in property, and that is my first one. I guess the second achievement is obviously going self-employed. It's one of those things that I've wanted to do for such a long time, and the fact that I finally managed to do it, I'm over the moon, and I just can't wait to see what the future brings. Number 7, what book would you currently recommend? That's a good one. So there's probably 2 books that I would recommend at this stage. One of them is written by James Smith, you know, the PT, not a life coach. Honestly, if you're into kind of trying to understand your mind a bit better, that book is a game changer. Like, I love it. I'm probably about just past halfway through it, and I love it. You know, it speaks a lot of sense. It really does. So I'd definitely recommend that one. And the other book is You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. If you're serious about making money, and if you're serious about actually transforming your life financially, it's a must read. Like, it really makes you think differently about stuff, and I genuinely believe that reading this book is going to contribute to me achieving my 2021 goals. Number 8. Oh my god, somebody's just reversing right next to me. Oh no, they're not. Oh thank god. Oh no, they are. Oh no, they're not. bloody hell. So number 8, are you good with money? I'd say that I am. To be honest, I'd say I'm probably less so since actually getting my house and living on my own. I don't know why. I just feel like all my money goes on bills. Like, I don't understand. But anyways, yeah, I think I'm probably a little bit more careless now that I've got my own house and stuff like that. To be honest, I think it's mostly because I don't have a certain savings goal in mind, if that makes sense. I tend to just invest whatever I've got left rather than having any savings goal. So that's something I need to work on, to be honest, because I need to get some goals in place. And number 9, so this is going to be the last question that I'll answer, is what's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you? To be honest, like, the only thing that springs to mind at this stage, and it's honest, it's definitely not the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me, because I'm sure there's been worse things, but this has definitely scarred me mentally. And it happened when I was in year 7, and it was a day similar to this. Like, it was cold, it was wet. Anyways, like, I used to hate getting the bus to school. Like, I don't know what I hate public transport. Like, I was waiting for the bus and all the buses were late. I don't know whether it was because of the weather or what, but anyways, all the buses were late, and then like 3 of them came at once. So obviously got into town, and there was still a bit of a walk from the bus stop to school. And as I was walking, there was this massive puddle, and me being me thought, right, I'll jump over it. So I think you can all figure out what happened next. Yep, I fell in the puddle in front of like maybe 30 people, maybe more, and they were all older than me. They were all from like older years. And honestly, like, I just turned around, walked back to the bus stop. I had to wait like half an hour for the next bus. Got home, started crying, and then ended up sat in bed for the rest of the day watching High School Musical. So yeah, that's my most embarrassing moment. So guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's something a little bit different. And yeah, if you've got any further questions, I will be doing one again at some point next year. So keep an eye out on my Instagram. As always, hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel, as it really helps me to grow, and I really appreciate the support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.